This call is now being recorded.
Thanks. Greetings, business partners. It's KJ Mugwen. I'm connecting with you from South Africa in Pretoria. That's where I'm streaming from. And I trust that you're doing good. You've had a blessed day. Today being the 30th of Jan 2024. We connect on daily basis from Mondays to Fridays, 20 hours South Africa Standard Time or this Central Africa Time, CAT. So we engage and we share a lot about our business opportunity, which is trading of cryptocurrencies, making use of an execution platform, which is Royal Q, that it's able to trade for you in your own digital bank or your own crypto exchange, where you are in control of your own assets. Say, for instance, being in control in the sense that you are not withdrawing your crypto asset to the third parties. Your money is in your own exchange, business partners, meaning that now it's up to you, it's in your hands to grow your crypto portfolio with your asset being in your control. Unlike when one makes a withdrawal against their own exchange or crypto wallet and then sending their crypto assets, whether it be Bitcoin or USDT, to the third parties or to the ROI platforms. Those are return or investment platforms. When you do something of that nature, then you part with your own money. So we often had in the past of people who would even take their retirement monies or their pension monies, their hard-earned money as a capital to the Ponzi schemes, to the pyramid schemes, simply because of the charts that they, or the table that would have been presented to them that if you bring 1,000 US dollars, you will earn so much per day, and in 3 months you'll get so much, for instance. You see? And now we have seen people in the past that they have been actually led to such platforms where their monies were eventually stolen or lost because as we check today online, those platforms are no longer there. They have been delisted, they have disappeared, and people's monies are gone just like that. So when you come into the business of Royal Q, your money, it's not with the third party. You didn't withdraw your capital to Royal Q. Your capital is in your own exchange. All you do is integrate or connect your exchange with your Royal Q through the secured API. And then with that, execution are then of trades made possible for you by the board. You can call it a board, a robot, or an execution platform of buying and selling cryptocurrencies. Now, in line with that, what we want to look at tonight or in this particular session, business partners, is the manner in which price action moves, because we have seen that it's very important for our business partners to have a good understanding of how the transactions are triggered, for instance. So now the chart that you see on Royal Q, graphic representation of price movement is done through the candlesticks, and this is what people know, whether they are in the stocks trading or in forex and so forth. Now cryptocurrencies, charts are used, and mainly you will see inside. I want to stick to Royal Q system, for instance. You will see inside Royal Q, you will see either a red, or you'll see red or green color that will be appearing now and then. So now it's this is what I've actually been showing you also from the screenshots that I'll always capture during our sessions on the Royal Q site, where you see these green and red indicators or candlesticks moving up and down. That is price action. So now each candlestick you see here shows you the movement of the price, for instance. So the movement of the price, and the thicker part, it's called the body. It's called the body of the candlestick. It's very important to highlight these, business partners, so that we all are on the same page with that. Let me just quickly check here. It's called the body, and which shows actually the opening and the closing of the price, and also the high point and the low point that the price actually reached according to the session, whether it's an hourly time frame or it's a 5 minutes time frame, or any time frame, whether 4 hours or let's say 30 minutes, a month, and so forth. The same candlestick you see can be in different time frames, for instance. So it's important that you know the price action. Is it happening under what session, for instance, or time frame? So what is important is this: when you see a green one, for instance, you know that up here is the closing of the price. Let me use maybe an orange color. I think it will be much brighter for other people. Up here, it's going to be the price at which the level, yes, the price level at which the market closed, for instance. So, but now with the red one, the closing is going to be at the bottom. The market closed here, it's downwards. It means the red one, it means the bearish candlestick, or the reduction in price, or the asset has been going down, for instance. This is very important. And now you know this is the closing. You know, this is the closing up there. And then now, obviously, the opposite is the case. If the opening is on top here, the opening is on top here, and then for a green one, the opening is at the bottom. This is price action. The market opened there. So what does that mean? It shows you, and then these we call them wicks, for instance. You'll see them on the or shadows. Shadows, it means the depth or the height that the price reached. It means the market, the price went up here, and then it fell again. In this case, you know, it went down, and then it might have gone down to where up here maybe, and then it went up again there. It's possible, for instance. So you normally may not tell exactly how the price moved, for instance, in terms of because a price can move up and go down again, and then eventually close at a higher price than what it opened at, for instance. So that's what it's important. And it's important for you to mark the opening and the closing, but also the body gives us some more information. For instance, some candlesticks can have a very small body. You know, this area here, this is the body of the candlestick. The thicker area is the body of the candlestick. And that is to show you that when the market opened at the bottom here, you know, it might have gone down first and then went upwards, for instance. It's possible, you know, but whatever the price might have done, for instance, what is important is pay attention to the price at which it opened, and then also look at the price at which the market closed, for instance. This will give you an idea if the the market is bullish in that particular asset, for instance, because what causes a bigger green body? It means the bulls are taking over the market. It means more money. The buying pressure is huge. And that is why the candlestick body becomes bigger, for instance. You see? It means a lot of money was coming in and the price kept on being pushed from the bottom here. The price kept on moving upwards to the point whereby, if like you can check, it went up to this point up there, and then eventually people started selling on top there, and the price fell. And then when the hour or the 15 minutes time frame or a daily time frame finished, market closed here. That is why the candlestick there is green. Why is it green? Because the price started small at the bottom here. It started small, and then it ended up at the higher price here. It closed here. Therefore, the market was bullish for that particular time frame. Whether it's a 5 minutes chart, 15 minutes chart, 30 minutes chart, or an hourly chart, and so forth, you see, or 4-hour and a daily chart. Your understanding is that the market opened here, and then it went to the low up to down there. It went down there. If say for instance, the market ended up closing at the bottom, it means this particular candlestick was going to be what? It was going to be red. If the market closed here, for instance, or anywhere below the opening price here, anywhere below the opening price, so it means the candlestick was going to be what? Was going to be red. But in this case, you can see that it's green. Why is it green? Simply because the opening price is at the bottom there, and then the closing price is up here. And then those wicks or those thin lines above and below the body, they show you the extent to which the price reached, whether at the low or the high. For instance, they simply show you that. And the opposite of the green is the bear, for instance. It's a bearish candlestick. Yes, sir. So when we say bulls are taking over, it means we see a lot of candlesticks that are coming after one another, where prices always close above the opening. When the price opens and then it closes above, when a candlestick appears, when a new candlestick is created, and then it ends up closing at a price that is higher, what happens is that it means bulls are pushing the market higher and higher. More money is coming into that market. That is just a simple understanding that you need to have, for instance, as your trade. Very good. And now you can see also the arrows. The arrows show you, business partners, that the green one, it means is an upward movement of price. The red one, it means, you see the arrow there, it's a downward movement of price. Downward, it means bearish. It means depreciation of the asset. It means the price is becoming cheaper. So at any point inside the Royal Q, when you click on a candlestick, a cross pointer will appear. A cross pointer will appear, and then that cross pointer is going to have what I call a thumbnail. It's going to have a pop-up rectangular dark screen with readings on it. Those readings, business partners, are going to show you the price at different points of the candlestick. They will show you the price here, which is for opening, this is for closing, and then it will show you the price. Okay, let me use numbers. What Royal Q will show you, number one, it's opening price down here. And then that is opening price, And then let's say number 2 is going to show you a closing price, which is here. And it means you will know the price at which the market opened and the price at which the market closed. Remember, the thicker part of the candlestick is the body. And then those wicks, or the thinner lines there, are the shadows, which means it shows you that the price went up to that point or went lower to that extent, but it never remained there. It kept on reversing and so forth. You see? And then let's say number 3 up here, you're going to see the high H, the high, which is a point up there. You see, that is the high point the price went up to. And then also, let's say number 4 at the bottom, you're going to see at the bottom here the low point. The low point, the market went down there. These are the things that you're going to be seeing. So obviously, when you know, say for instance, the opening price, you will still have an estimation of what price is going to be at this level, or at any level on the body or on the shadows. You'll still be able to have an idea, averagely what price actually the market was at around that area. You are able to get that information. For instance, I will show you on the chart. So why am I stressing on these business partners? You cannot become an effective trader when you are not able to read the candlesticks. Candlesticks are very important because graphically they show you the movement of the price according to the session you are in. Are you on a daily time frame, or are you on a 30 minutes time frame, or 15 minutes, or an hourly, or 4 hours, and so forth? That is, as a scalper, as something that you'll be scalping, for instance, which we see in our team, that scalping actually enables us to make more money, because we go into a coin on our own terms, for instance, with a desire to collect profit and come out and then have an opportunity to go and trade again in another market, which makes it possible for individuals who are really focused to do what? To even double their trading capital within a space of a month or so. It's possible to do that, but it requires some level of discipline to achieve such. So now it's important to understand that. Just to recap, the color shows you whether the market was going up or down. What is the market? The price. That is just what is happening there. And so it is the knowledge that will enable you to know how to also place your first buy-in preset prices and so forth, isn't it? Because when the market is showing you green candlesticks, you know that that asset is depreciating or has been pumping. And then if you go into any chart, you see that there are more red, there are more green candlesticks. You know that that market has been doing well without you on board, without you holding a position in Royal Q. Therefore, it may not be in your favor for you to go into that market because it has done so well without you. Although it will depend on perhaps what is happening around that particular asset and so forth. You see? Now, what is happening here is okay, bullish. I don't know what is happening here. It's something that I'm reading that is not good. I'm just seeing it now. Actually, this must be bearish. This must be bearish. This must be a bearish candlestick. This must be a bearish candlestick. And then bullish is this one, is the red one. But it is what it is. And this is an advantage of attending sessions, for instance. You see? So now that's what is happening there. And so now you are able to see, even here, you see they show you high price, and then they show you closing price, and they show you opening price, and then the low price here for that particular session, whether it's a daily or is a yearly or monthly or weekly chart. Price movement. Remember, if it's a weekly, it means inside the weekly chart, we have days. We have 7 days. And inside each day, there are, minutes, seconds, and so forth. I'm giving an example. So you are able to break down information to the point where you now are able to make a decision in terms of how you enter your market and so forth. Please, let's get used to this. If you have a question regarding this, for instance, you feel free, please, to engage. You can interject at any time so that when we go into trading, all of us do this with understanding, and then we're going to enjoy trading, for instance. We're going to enjoy trading, and I'm giving you an example. Let's say on this particular, we are now on homepage of Royal Q, where a price is given, for the pairs that we are trading, for instance, you see? And then you get the price, but you really don't know how this price has been moving. Although you have an idea here that this thing has been, RNDR has pumped, oh my God, 11% upwards, plus 11%. It means we're going to see some bullish candlesticks in this particular coin. I'm going to click there and we will look at it together. We're going to see what? Some bullish candlestick, because this is an upward movement. Remember, a green candlestick had an arrow that is pointing up, and then a red one had an arrow that is going down. So here we are anticipating to see on the chart some green candlesticks. But amongst those green candlesticks, some red ones may be there. But the overall performance in the last 24 hours average, for instance, it shows us that this coin or this particular market has done well by 11% upwards. So that's okay. So now let's quickly go in there, and then we're going to move straight to, when I click on that particular coin, a risk reminder there appears. Precaution, the coin may have large fluctuation in price. Can you see that everything that we do in this business, it's about price? It's about price. And then what do we use to understand price better? Candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks, are able to help us understand, to drill into any market we are in terms of breaking information down to the levels that we can get things properly. We can check how the coin was doing every 15 minutes or every 30 minutes or every hour. How was the coin moving, or how was the price doing? Now look, precaution here. They are telling us that the coin may have large fluctuation in price. Trading business partners, price, it's everything, because price is the one that will determine how much quantity we purchase. So we must pay attention to price. So now please trade with caution and note the risk. Royal Q will not be liable for any loss or damage that may occur through the transaction, for instance. You see, it's just as simple as that. Very understandable. So quickly now, let's go and then confirm, and then we're getting into the charts. Look what we spoke of, it's now appearing. What we spoke of, it's now appearing. Now you can see a bullish candlestick, and now that bullish candlestick, what I was telling you of, is now appearing here. Let me make it larger. Let me make it larger. I said to you earlier that when you click on any candlestick, which is what I'm going to do next, there's going to be a cross pointer, something of this nature. It appears in gray, I think. And then that cross pointer is going to also have a thumbnail or a rectangular pop-up image there, or a dialog box with information whereby there will be readings of price and everything. I'm showing you this because I know many people don't pay attention to this. This information that you'll get here, it will tell you information about the body of the candlestick that would have been highlighted. So now, on the body of the candlestick, what is it that is going to be important, business partners? What will happen is this. What will happen is this. The information, remember at the moment, we are on the current candlestick. And then if you are to check, we are on a daily time frame. We'll still go there and we'll get information. We'll still get information here. However, the day is not over yet, meaning that there's no closing price as yet. We only have the current price, and the current price is right on top here. You know, it's right on top at the moment. If the price went up, if the price went up to this point, just below more, for instance, you were going to see a wick or a shadow. That shadow was going to be an indication that today the price has gone up to somewhere there, maybe $5 and so forth, because at the moment the current price is around $4.75, $4.75. You see, if this had gone up to $5, but currently trading at $4.75, then we're going to see a shadow here, a shadow. So, or a wick, you know, that is what's going to happen there, business partners. You see? But in this case, it shows that it has not gone above to the level at which the price is now. So now, if you want to know, let's say, the price at this level, if you want to know the price at the level I'm going to highlight, on the body, at any point on the body of the candlestick, you will know if, like for instance, around here, around where I have crossed, you know, you see the arrow pointing to the right, it shows you the price of the candlestick at that level. Because price moves along, the candlesticks show you the movement of price, where the price passed through. You see the highs and the lows that the price has reached, for instance. That is the purpose of candlesticks. And everything that you see to the left, it's history. Any green or red that you see that has closed, that has opened and closed, can never be changed again. It's history, it's what happened, and nobody can go in the past and do anything. Forward we go, you know? And all these candlesticks that you see here, that I'm just taking, all these candlesticks, they are a monument. They cannot be changed. They will remain here forever. They will remain like that forever. They are all in history. Those transactions were performed, for instance. If you bought the asset, you bought it at the price you bought it, at the level that you bought it. You know, you can't say, oh, sorry, I want to go back and change. You can't. It's all in the past. And this is beautiful, is it? So now, at the moment, this particular candlestick, you see, it's possible it can become red. If it becomes red, it means we're going to have, let me just quickly show you. If this candlestick, the current candlestick, if it becomes red, if this candlestick becomes red, what does that mean? It means the price will fall from here, going down. Do you understand? It will fall below this level. It will fall below this. And where you see a thicker, where you see the body at the moment, it's going to become a shadow. Or a shadow. It's going to become a shadow, which shows you that the price went up to 4.755, you know, but now it fell, and it fell below the opening price here. I will just use the letter O. This is the level of the opening price. And then when the price falls below this, our candlestick now begin to become red. So we're going to have a very long shadow. Do you understand? To show you that the price did go up to here, which is 4.755. You know, however, for whatever reasons, and there was massive move downwards, which was caused by what? By the bears. The bears simply took over the market. and they cause the price to fall. And then in that case, we're just going to have a shadow here. We're just going to have a shadow, and then a green body will start forming here. A green body will start forming. A green body will start forming to show you that now price is moving below the opening here. Price is moving below the opening, and then this is what will be happening, for instance. So now a body will be starting, but it's going to be a what? A red body, because opening price and the closing price or the current price is the one that determines, you know, on a current candlestick, the current price is the one that shows whether the market is green. I mean, the candlestick is green or red. You know, at the moment we don't have an opening. We don't have we don't have a closing price as yet on this particular, on the current candlestick here. We don't have a closing price because the market has not closed as yet. And you see earlier there was no shadow, but now there's a shadow appearing here. There's a shadow appearing because now there is we're now beginning to have some red candlesticks, you know, but we are going to check inside a daily, this daily candlestick. We're going to check on an hourly time frame. You'll begin to see where the bears are beginning to show up now, where the bears are beginning to push the price downward, and then that's what we're going to be seeing. But what makes me happy is that you can see now there's a shadow here, which shows that the price was up there, and the high was 4.763, for instance. Now, but currently the price is here. Remember, on the current candlestick of a daily time frame, we do not have a closing as yet, but we have the current price, and the current price is where you see a dotted blue line, and also showing you the price action here, which shows 4.737. That is the current price at the moment. Business partners, price is everything. Price is everything. So it's important for us to understand that. So it means if you are to check around this area, you'll see that maybe it's around 4, maybe 0.5 or so. You know, it will be something of that nature. So you know that price is moving up and down. You have an opportunity to buy low and sell high. Let me give an example. Even when you are scalping, if you bought this particular asset at this price today, somewhere around here, if you check here, it's around 4.13. It means around where you see here, it should be. Okay, let's ask ourselves that question. Let's ask ourselves that question in Royal Q. This is the beauty of Royal Q now. If you want to know what price the market opened at here, you can speculate, for instance, at the moment by looking at the price at the bottom here. By looking at the price at the bottom here, that is $4.13, for instance, 4.137. Maybe somewhere here it could be let's say 1.19, maybe somewhere around here it could be a 4.2 and so forth. Maybe here is 4.3 or so. It could be 3 or so, 4.3 or so. You know, nobody knows. However, we have a system in Royal Q that I spoke of. When you press on the candlestick, you just put your finger in line with the candlestick, you know, and a cross pointer will appear, and that is going to give you the opening price here, and then the obviously the current price and everything. Let's quickly go and check that information. So here we are. I'm getting information from where we are at now. Where we are at quickly. Look at this. Okay, now you can see here the price there is the price at which the market opened for today is 4.28. You see? You are a trader, you must know at what price you're buying. The market opened at this price, and then it went up to this. That is the high. And the low is here. But from the time when I captured this information, this was where the current price was. Although it appears as close, but we know that this particular um, this particular um, this particular candlestick, it's for a daily, and a day has not closed as yet, is it? But then think of this as the last price. Think of it as a last price from when the screenshot was captured. Although we don't have the time, you see here, they may not give us that because this has not closed as yet, you see? But we are able, this is the current price, or the price at which, last price at which the screenshot was captured. And you are also able to see this made 10% up. You know, 10% up. It means for today, this market has done 10% up. If you were to give the news today, you know that this particular market has done just above 10%, for instance, because we've seen that it has issued a shadow or a wick on top there. So we are able to see that. So now let's click on the hourly time frame. Look, even on the hourly time frame, you can see this thing is still pumping. It is still pumping. It is still pumping, and this is what is very important. So what I'm going to do here is this, just for your information, for you to know exactly what price is on this particular candlestick. On that particular candlestick, you're going to just touch on it. When you touch on it, that thumbnail or a pop-up message will appear, dialog box there. There it is. It is giving us more information. And that, okay, is it? Yes. Now we are getting more information there. We are getting more information here. This is for you. Now, how do you know, for instance, the close? After you take a glance at the charts, you are able to see, okay, on that particular candlestick, you have an understanding of the opening, you know, and the closing. Because this is a bullish candlestick. How do you know that a positive percentage here? Or the green body, the green candlestick, you know, that shows you that it was a bullish. So already, you know, opening is at the bottom, you know, opening or open is at the bottom there, you know, is at the bottom. But if this was a red candlestick, you'll know that for the red one, open is on top. You see, now this one, it opened at the price of 4.617. Let's go and indicate where that price is. It is here. This is here. Yes, that is the price. You know, that is the price. Is 4.617. That is the opening. You know, it opened down there and then it closed up here because it is a what? It is a bullish candlestick. It showed us a positive return rate, a positive percentage. So we know that it opened down there, you know. But if it shows us a minus percentage, a negative percentage, you know, we will know that the opening was going to be here. Then it means the market, the price was falling, you know. So that is just what is happening. Let me just quickly, let's go to a red one, for instance, before we go far. I'm going to come here and show you a red one. We're going to focus on this one, for instance. Let's quickly do that, and you will see that a red one, the opening is not going to be at the bottom here. No. It's going to be up here. you know, it's going to be up here. And then you also see the price, for instance, for the red one, you know. So let's quickly go. We press on it. And then after pressing there, you are able to see. Look for the red one. The opening we see is 4.39, $4.39, for instance. You see? Have that kind of thinking. Business partners, you want to become a millionaire, pay attention to price. Don't be discouraged, you know. Don't be be excited about reading numbers. You see, it's don't only focus on how much profit Royal Q made without you taking responsibility to look at the price action. Because if we do that, we won't become effective in trading. You see, so now this is a red candlestick information. How do I know it? I know it first by the fact that I selected a red candlestick. Secondly, I know it because information here shows me that performance or return rate is minus. Return rate is minus. Which is the change? It's minus 1.73%. Okay, so this is a red candlestick. So now what does that mean? Then the opening was on top and then it closed at the bottom. Why? Because the market was falling. The market was going down. The asset was depreciating. The value was up there and then it went down. You see? It was up there and then it fell. It came down. Simple. So now these are the things that will enable you when you take one shot, for instance, to use the first buy-in preset prices nicely. And that's what we're going to be showing you now. You say, like I said, if it's a red candlestick, if it's a bearish candlestick, if it's a depreciating candlestick, the information we are getting is that the opening was on top. You see, the price opened at a higher price level. I mean, the market for that particular session, it was at a higher price level and then it went down simply because a negative percentage was yielded. Simple, you know. And then now, quickly, now the 4.39 opening, let's go and check where it's at from the candlesticks. 4.39. Now, where do you see 4.39? You will see it here. Let me use a different color. You will see it here. There we go. 4.39. The system said open. If it opened there and then it closed down here, what does it mean? Depreciation. You see, it means falling. It means downward move. You know, downward move. And then if you bought it there and the price is down here, therefore you are in a floating loss. You are in a floating loss. You are in a negative percentage. So we thank God that we are using dollar cost averaging. We are using a martingale strategy. So if we bought expensive, we're not going to sell cheap. No. We hold on and we accumulate the asset by buying more assets at the lower price levels, thereby getting more quantity so that we are able to sell at a better price, but selling more things, for instance. So this is more advantageous. This is the joy of trading. So I hope with this, you're going to understand the difference between the greens and the reds of the candlesticks in terms of price action, so that when you come into Royal Q, you trade with peace of mind, understanding movement of the market and trading accordingly, understanding exactly what is happening and so forth. Yeah, that's it. I would like us to have questions, please. If there's something that you like us to look into, we are here for you. And then let's do that together. And then perhaps we can even take some trades. So like, for instance, if you look XTZ there, there's nothing you can do there. You just have to wait for the market to move. You look at SOL, return rate minus 3.62. You know, it's it doesn't attract anything for you to push money into that. Just wait for the trades to move accordingly. Perhaps you can scalp another market. If you come here, you are able to see. You are able to see the coins that are doing better and so forth. But we know that for the past 2 weeks now, even 3 weeks actually, the market now markets haven't been doing so well ever since our anticipation actually of the bull run after the ETFs for Bitcoins announcements by the SEC. Not much has been happening, and we don't know what is it that is happening behind the scenes with big institutions that have to make some massive moves into this. But it is well, we have nothing to lose as traders, but more to gain. All we do is exercise patience, scalp where you need to scalp, and then hold positions that you already have. Those that needs to be held, hold on to those positions, and and just stay focused and continue to collect a little bit of this, a little bit of that from those that are running, for instance. So I don't know if there's any question, please. If there's something that you want us to look into. Thanks, Tosibi. We can see you're unmuted.
Yeah, good evening. I just wanted to ask, the candlesticks you are showing, are they on the app, Royal Q app, or
Yes,
the website?
No, they are on the Royal Q app.
Yeah, because my settings, I think maybe I have to play around with the settings because I can't see everything. So another question, can I use Trading View to read my candles? Will it be exactly the same explanation that you have explained?
Yes, it will be the same. Royalty gives you information in real time, meaning that it's just that on the Trading View website or app, you're going to have more tools to work with. You're going to be able to do some technical analysis. You can have some horizontal lines, vertical lines, some trend lines can be drawn and so forth. However, because we do quantitative trading, even on Royal Q, you still be able to do anything you want to do because Royal Q is about quantitative trading. So you are able to identify the price that you want to buy at, and that's what we want to train business partners on. Yeah. So, but now, can we help you see your candlesticks?
Yes, please, because I'm using the app. I was gonna try and see again after this meeting if I can use the website and see if it's exactly the same thing. I can share the screen.
Yeah, before you share the screen, let me show people, and then you'll share the screen, and we want to see how things appear on your side. Please don't click until we share together. Right? In the meantime, just watch what I'm doing. Okay? Just watch. Are you watching?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, I'm now highlighting like this this OP coin here. What I'm going to do here, business partners, I'm just going to click anywhere here. Anywhere here is going to take us to the next page. So watch me as I go. I've clicked, and then this particular risk reminder appears. So I will just click on confirm. So, and that automatically throws me to the chart. Automatically throws me to the chart. That's all I did. I didn't click too many things. From the home page, I just clicked on the pair and this appeared. So now, and then now when you are here, you are able to do now to select the time frame you want. Currently, the blue one is the one that is active. Is the page, it shows you the page of the candlesticks according to an hourly time frame here. According to an hourly time frame here. And then this is 4 hours. And then this is a daily time frame, weekly. You can see there will be monthly, yearly, and so forth. So that's what I want. I just wanted other people to see. And then from the home page, that's what happens automatically. So I'll stop sharing so business partner can then share. Leader Tozi B, you can share on your side.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you just go straight to Royal Q.
This is how it looks. I don't know, it looks completely different.
Yes, but no, it's because of you have more room actually. That is, yes, it is actually. Can you start from the home page? It's okay. It's beautiful
Okay.
actually. It's beautiful. So you are on the home page. You are on the strategy. Actually, can you please go to home?
Home.
Yes, yes, and then just slide upwards a bit so that we can see coins. Yeah, there we go. Can you click on 1 inch, for instance? We want to see what happens. Oh yes, this is beautiful. This is even much nicer because you are on the iOS, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, so that's what is happening. I'm on Android. So, and then can you see that you are on a 15 minutes chart?
Yes, I can see.
Yes, I was earlier working on, I think, an hourly. Can you go to 1H?
But your ones are clear. Can you see my one towards the end? I can't see. I can't move further to my right.
Yes. But even when it's like that, né?
Yeah.
I don't know if perhaps is the issue of changing. There might be settings, or there
Yeah, I
must be
think I have to
settings
play
for
the
to change
settings.
the background, and which is something that I haven't looked into as yet. But we will see if we are able to do that, to change the background. Maybe if you want to make it white,
Yeah.
instead of dark. So there must be a way perhaps to look into that. Because of this has been recorded and then it's an hour now. We're going to stop the
Yeah.
recording for this. We will look into changing the settings for that. But it's beautiful. Can you please
Okay.
click on any candlestick? Click on any candlestick and then press and hold on it. We want to see the pop-up message.
Okay. I was even thinking, how do you get the pop-up message? Why?
Yes.
But I have to hold. If I leave my finger, it goes off. If I take off my finger.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately, yes, with me, it doesn't disappear immediately. But also, you are able to capture the information nicely. Like for instance, when you hold a candlestick, it's because you want information. Business partners, it's because you want information on that candlestick.
In
So,
Chinese, though.
oh yeah, a lot of work needs to be done there. But remember, even though it's like that,
Yeah.
I have an understanding of the price action. I'm able to show the opening and the closing price, for instance, because percentages there is a change. The bottom there is volume. 1.244 is a volume, millions there. You see? So that is what I already know what they're talking about. Even though it's in Chinese, I know that one is the opening price and that the bottom one is the closing price, for
It's a
instance.
closing price.
Because the principles are the same. Numbers are universal language, for instance. You see, where there's a percentage, it means what? Change. Or you can call it a return rate. You see. So, but we're going to make a follow-up tomorrow for those who are listening to sort out the issue of settings so that we get things the way we desire and also change from Chinese to English. We're going to look into that and then so that we give a solution for that, my leader.